Hello and welcome to Trading 5 Talents. In today's video, I'm going to be going over major updates in the trade log that I made for Google Sheets. So again, this is a free download. If you would like a copy, there is a link down in the description. But this one is specifically for 2022, as well as adding in a lot of the features that some have requested, as well as making things a little bit more efficient. So let's go over this tab by tab. So in the first tab, this is the dashboard. There's not much that's changed with this tab. I did take out some of the fees and interest. I just figured you could put it all in the adjustments row. So nothing's really changed here. The change log, obviously, everything that I've done will be listed here, as well as some updated instructions. One thing I did want to mention in the dashboard, I did put the current version down here, as well as the Twitter handle if you'd like to follow me, the YouTube link if you would like to subscribe, and also the link to the Trade 5 app that I've made. There's a link to that also in the description. So that is a mobile, basically a mobile version of this trade log that you can track all of your trades, and there's a 30-day free trial if you sign up. So you can go to the link in the description, let me know what you think about it. All right, so here are the major updates. They all occur in the trade log and then in one other tab. So things look just a little bit different. I've reduced the summary up here, and it's a little bit longer than it was before. We'll go through each of these, but right now, if you notice that under trade type, there are all different types of trade types. So you got long and short calls and puts, just your regular stocks, as well as credit and debit spreads. So that's one of the first major things, is adding different types of trade types. So if you just click on one of them, let's say the stock, what you'll notice is that everything that is in yellow is an input field. Everything that is black should just be left blank. And all of the input fields happen all the way up until column O, which is a total profit and loss. Everything beyond that is all auto-calculated, so they're all formula-based cells. So once you type in ticker symbol, that should no longer be highlighted, and then everything that still needs to be filled in would be in yellow. So you'll also notice that if you unhide row 6 contains all of the formulas. So that's why I hid this one, just to keep it safer, and that way you don't have to worry about accidentally deleting all of the formulas. All right, so there aren't any formulas down here. They are all in row 6. All right, so your open date, of course, for a stock, how many shares you purchased. And so here's another change, the option quantity versus a share quantity. So if you're purchasing shares of stock, then you would enter that here. If you're doing options, and this would be yellow, and you would enter it there. The buy price, the close date, sell price, fees, and any other type of profit, including dividends. All right, then your profit's going to be calculated over here. So if you did a short call, you can see other input fields are highlighted in yellow, open date. So now you have your strike price, the expiration, the option quantity, again, your buy price, close date, sell price, and so on. Now, when you do a short option, whether it's a short call, a short put, or a credit spread, then you're going to want to enter the sell price first, because you're selling to open the position. So you're going to enter this as your premium received, and then the open date. When you close that trade, you're going to put in the close date and then the buy price, because you're buying to close. So one other thing that I should mention, all of the values that you're going to be putting in are all going to be positive values. In the previous version of the trade log, there were negative values for fees, and there were negative values for the closing price. So now everything is a positive value, and then I'll just take care of the positive, negative values in the formulas. So everything should just be a positive value. So if you sold to open for, let's say, 50 cents, you would put 0.5. If you bought to close for 5 cents, you would put 0.05. Long calls as well as the long puts are going to have the same type of input value. But again, because you're long in this position, your buy price is going to be your open price. Your sell price is going to be your closed price. All right, let's look at credit or debit spreads. So looking at the spreads, regardless of the spread type you choose, now you're not going to have the strike price to enter. You're going to have a long and short strike price to enter, because it's a spread position. There's two different legs of this. The expiration, so the option quantity, just like a regular short or long option, just how many contracts you are selling or buying, or how many spreads you're selling or buying. So it no longer needs to be in intervals of 100 like it did in the old trade log, and that's because I'm separating out the option quantity from the share quantity of stocks. Down here, I have some hidden rows, so let's show these. these are what the spreads would look like. And I just put random symbols in here. But these spreads look like this. You can see the long and short strike. You can see the profits calculated. The collateral, max profit, max loss is all calculated for the spreads as well. And I believe all those calculations should be correct, but if I've made a mistake, then go ahead and leave a comment down below. All right, so those are all the different spread types. I will delve into the short call just a little bit, but let's take a look at putting in some stocks. So let me I'm gonna skip the open date, and then we're gonna go right to the buy price. All right, so, well, let's go to the share price. So let's say we purchased 50 shares of these and we bought them for $5. What we can do then is we can take a look at the cost basis tab, and what you'll notice, this pretty blank or clear sheet. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. All right, so you can see that a row was created here in this cost basis tab with the symbol or the ticker symbol that we entered, how many shares, and what our cost basis is so far. So if we come back to the trade log and we want to purchase more of this stock ABC, so we do stock ABC, and let's say we purchase 50 more, and this time we buy them at $4. Buy them for $4. So if we buy 50 of them for $5 and 50 of them for $4, our cost basis should be $4.50. So in the cost basis tab, you can see we have 100 shares, $4.50. So that's auto calculating. So before I had two different sheets. I had one trade log sheet and then one cost basis sheet. Now it's all in this single file. So here's another request that I was asked quite a bit, and that is for covered calls or short calls. So let's say we do a short call and we are going to sell a covered call on ABC, and let's just say $5 strike price, and then it doesn't matter what the expiration is, and let's say we sell one of these. So we are selling this at well, let's not sell it yet. Let's just take a look at what else was calculated down here. So the cost basis is auto-populated. So that was one of the requests. If the cost basis when you sell short calls can be auto-populated with your actual cost basis. So that's there for you. I guess you can override it if you wanted to for whatever reason, but it's auto-populating. So let's say now we sell this short call for 50 cents. Okay. And we close it, and we just let it expire. Okay, so we got $50 in total profit. Now you can see our cost basis has been now reduced to $4. So why is that? Well, if we go to our cost basis tab, we can see our cost basis has been updated to $4. Originally it was $4.50, but because we sold a call against it, we received a 50-cent credit, then that got applied to our overall cost basis and reduced it by 50 cents. So it went from $4.50 down to $4, and we can see that reflected here. Okay, so how are all those calculations made? Well, this is how they're made. Let me show you really quickly. So I hid a tab here. So if you go to View, go to Hidden Sheets, and show Cost Basis Lookup, probably, I don't know if it's the best way to do it. Probably isn't. There's probably a better way to do it, but this is what I came up with. And I just made a new sheet that has all of the share purchases that get pulled from the trade log, all of the short calls that get pulled from the trade log, and then I just do some formulas to figure out what the cost basis is, in addition to what the cost basis is minus the premiums that are received on those covered calls to get an adjusted cost basis. This part right here, this summary, is what gets shown here in the cost basis tab. And the new updated and adjusted cost basis is what gets shown here in the trade log. Now, some drawbacks to this. So let me hide this tab again. This is just so it's out of the way. You're not actually putting anything into it. So just go here and hide the sheet. So there aren't any inputs that you need to do in the cost basis tab. These are all auto-generated, and you can see there's a hidden row, row 6. Again, that's where the formulas are. So you can unhide that if you want to take a look to see what I did, or if you need to customize it further for your needs. But one of the drawbacks to having this adjusted, well, first of all, pre-populated and adjusted cost basis, is that every time we do a new short call, so let's do this, let's do one here. and then let's say we sell it for 50 cents again. We'll let it expire. So it went from $4. It should have gone from $4 down to $3.50 because we received another 50-cent credit. And you can see indeed it does. But you'll notice because this is being updated every time we sell a call, every time we trade a covered call, it's going to adjust the cost basis of the previous one as well. So with that said, anytime you look back at a previous trade, these numbers are going to be different. You know, the percent max, the total ROI, ROI per day, and so on, because it's constantly updating with an adjusted cost basis. I'm not sure how to get around that yet. If I come up with a solution, then I'll implement that. If you guys have a solution, then please leave a comment down below and let me know. But otherwise, I'm fulfilling at least 2 of these requests. One of them to have auto populated cost basis, and then also an adjusted cost basis. So I'm putting both of them together here in this new spreadsheet. So again, this is the 2022 trade log. It's absolutely free. It's a Google Sheet. Link is in the description. If you would like a copy, then go ahead and click on the link down below. To save it to your drive, just go up to File, click on File, make a copy, and then you've got your own copy to play with and use for this next year of trading. If you want to try out the Trade 5 app as well, then there's a link down in the description. There's a 30-day free trial for that app. There's both a basic and a premium version of the app. With a 30-day free trial, you get the premium version to try out for 1 month, and you can see how you like it. It's sort of like the trade log, but I think it has a much better interface. It's a little bit faster, more responsive. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you have any feature requests for either the trade log or the Trade 5 app, leave those in the comments, or you can message me on Twitter at Trading5Talents. And also don't forget to click on the subscribe button so that you can keep up with all of the updates on how I use the wheel strategy and options trading to pay off my Tesla Model 3. So until next time, trade wisely and take care.